Hello and welcome back to Sherwood Park Toyota. Today we're taking a look at a Subaru Ascent Premium in the color red. Let's take a look. Starting up front, underneath the hood, we have a 2.4-liter 4-cylinder engine. It is automatic transmission. Gets up to 260 horsepower, 277 pound-foot of torque, towing capacity up to 5,000 pounds. Up front, you've got LED headlamps, daytime running lights, and your fog lights down below. Now onto the side here, you can see the 18-inch alloy wheels here. Then side mirrors include integrated turn signals and blind spot monitoring. If you look at either one of your front handles, you'll find these double lines. We can talk about those more on the driver's side. Heading back, all your rear windows come with factory tinting, and up top we've got black roof rails. On the back of the unit here on the right-hand side, you have your Ascent badge. All the way across your rear bumper, you have backup parking sensors. Left-hand side, you have your Subaru and all-wheel drive badges. And then underneath of your rear logo is your backup camera. To open up your cargo space, reach underneath of the logo and press the button, and it should automatically raise itself upwards. Inside here, we have both second and third row seating. Both of them have a 60-40 split on the right-hand side, so there's a larger section on the left, smaller one on the right. Each one of these four quadrants can be either sat upright or laid down flat, such as we have this part on the right. In order to lay down your third row seat, you can do so by releasing this smaller strap on the outside corner. When you pull on it, it will give more length and allow you to either lay it flat or to simply adjust the pitch of the seat itself. If you have it laid down flat like we have it on this side, you want to bring it back upwards, you can just grab onto this long strap here to do so. For your third row occupants, they have access to plenty of their own cup holder and storage spaces. In the back here, you'll find a 12-volt adapter on the left-hand side, as well as the interior light. We also have these little tie-down hooks on each side, and a little storage cutout to the right. To close up your space back here, you can reach up to the handle on the right-hand side, or press the electronic buttons on the left, one to simply close, and the other one to lock. Next, let's take a look at the inside. Inside here, your interior upholstery is the dual tone of the black and gray cloth. You've got this light gray stitching on here as well. In between the two sides up front in the second row here, there is a folding down armrest / cup holder, which you can either tuck down or up depending on what suits your needs best. Now, if you look on the side of your seats down below, this is where you'll find your adjustments for the second row seating. This either allows you to adjust the pitch of the seating for comfort purposes, to lay it down flat for cargo, or allowing the seats to move across these little lines you can see here that go underneath of the seat, so that you're able to get quick, easy access into your third row for any occupants who sit back there. Looking forward now, on the back of your front passenger and front driver seats, you've got pouch storage. Back of the console, you have a third air conditioning control panel. This allows the second and third row occupants to control their own temperature, mode, and fan speed. This can be controlled from up front. We'll take a look at that when we're up there. Down below, you've got your charger options. And currently, we have the Subaru rubber mats installed in the unit. If you look up overhead, there is a panoramic moonroof inside here for everyone to enjoy. Inside of the door, you've got your storage spaces, power window control. We also get our first look at this white trimming that you'll find throughout your front cab space. Now, back again to these double lines. These guys indicate keyless entries. If you have the key fob on your person, you can tap your hand on top of them or inside your handle to lock and unlock your units. Inside the driver's door, power windows here for both front and back. You've got your window lock, power lock system, and side mirror controls. Up front, you have electronically adjustable back, front, up, down as well. Then underneath, you've got your hood release latch down on the bottom left-hand corner here. On top of that, you've got controls for traction control. You have it for your sensors. Then dash brightness. You have your memory adjustment for the rear cargo lift. Then you have your lighting controls and the power release for the cargo lift. Up top, you've got this little storage space here. Then you have your trip reset all the way up top. Taking a look at the steering wheel, it is black leather with black stitching. Up top, you've got paddle shifters. Then left-hand side, controls here for all of your hands-free communication, radio and volume control. Down below is where you have adjustments for your dash display. Then to the right is everything for the adaptive cruise control, which includes sonar and lane departure. On top here, this is where you have your little display showing both your time as well as the current outside temperature. Under that, you have your information controls for what you have being displayed up top, and then 4 ways in the middle. Underneath is your infotainment display screen. This is where you go to access much of the information about your daily driving experience. Right now we're in the home screen where you have access to adjustments for phone, Subaru Starlink, media, app settings, and radio. So inside a phone is Bluetooth connectivity, which you would have to connect to your personal device to use fully, but you have different options through here. So you have your overview, favorites, recent, keypad, phone book, and messages. You also have the add device in the top right hand corner. Back into home you have your Subaru Starlink and then your media. So this would include the connectivity through your phone for listening, and that's also through USB connection or aux as well. Then you have your radio. So you have adjustments for your AM, FM, and satellite as listed on the side here, and then all of your displays along the bottom. Under this, we also have your CD here, and then you have your eject on the left-hand corner. Then you have your apps. So this is the Subaru Starlink, TravelLink, Android Auto, and Apple CarPlay, as well as AHA. And then in the middle on the bottom is settings. So this is more of the specifics. You have 4 different categories: general, sound, phone, and vehicle. General, you have things like driver profiles, screen brightness, Wi-Fi display, contacts. You have your Sirius XM settings. Then in sound, things like your E-key, microphone volume, ringtone volume, you have speech, beep sounds, etc. Phone is, once again, things you would make adjustments for when you have Bluetooth connectivity with a personal device. And then all the way to vehicle is things like daytime, interior lighting, defogging, lane changing, light sensors, etc. So underneath here, we have more of the button options. So if you don't want to be going back into the home screen back and forth, you have your radio, phone, app, and media, as well as the home screen itself. To and scroll is on the bottom right hand, volume is on the bottom left. Left of this is a push start ignition, and then underneath is a climate control center. Dual climate control up front means driver and front passenger can either have their temperatures not synced up. You can choose to sync it into the back there as well. You can choose to have the whole vehicle synced up as one. You can choose to have everybody functioning on their own. Lots of different options to keep everybody comfy. You can also go in and specifically change the settings that are going on in the rear climate itself at any point in time. And as stated, you can choose to just sync it up for personal ease if that's what works. Underneath, defrost your front windshield, rear windshield, and your side mirrors. Then on each side, we have your heated seat controls, which have 3 different levels. Under this, you have this little storage cubby all the way in the back here. Then you have your X mode and your ABH. On the right is where you have your USB and aux adapters. In behind there is cup holder spaces. You've got your gear shift and parking brake. In behind is the console. So this guy, of course, opens up. You've got this little tray that's positioned at the back that you've got different storage and a felt lining inside to keep things from sliding around too much, and then general storage that goes down inside the rest of it. To the right hand side, more storage goes across the passenger side dash. Underneath is a lockable glove box. Up overhead on the rear view mirror, 1, 2, and 3 dots, those guys are garage door openers, and then overhead you've got your sunglasses compartment, overhead lighting controls, you have your traction control, as well as everything needed for that panoramic moonroof. Thanks again, folks, for joining us on this full video tour for this Subaru Ascent Premium in the color red. It is located here at Sherwood Park Toyota at 31 Automall Road in Sherwood Park, Alberta. You can also reach us at 780-306-7703. And remember, life is full of choices. Let us be yours.